Exclusive contract with Feilu Novel Network novel. Alien. Devil Fruit System. After just taking a nap, Xinghe crossed the river and became an orphaned college student. When delivering takeout again, I found out that the person ordering takeout was actually Lu Linglong, and this is actually a strange world. Fortunately, the Devil Fruit System was activated, giving him the ability to fight against aliens in this world. From then on, the art style of the exotic world changed. Zhang Chulan, the fruit of thunder, said, "I, who controls thunder and lightning, am a god. Nine-tailed demon fox Xinghe. Xinghe, how is this? I can also transform into something else. Foam bao bao. Now, there's no need to worry about not having a kitchen knife anymore. Magma Fruit King. After the wind, I stopped playing. Animal Management Bureau. Zhenhuan Street. Love Apartment. This is not simply an alien world. Let's see Xinghe, how to be carefree in this big world." Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Contact with Aliens and System Activation. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hello, your takeout. Please come down and pick it up. What? Let me deliver it up. But the security guard won't let it in. You better come down for a while. Okay. I'm waiting for you. At the entrance of a residential area, Xinghe, dressed in takeout clothes, hung up his phone. Hey. That's really it. Why did you just cross over? You even crossed over and became an orphan without any savings, only able to make money by delivering takeout. Xinghe, an ordinary truck driver with a decent income, usually just watches anime. Who knew that when he woke up, he became an orphan, a poor college student? In order to go to school and eat, I had no choice but to take out food in my spare time. As for why he knew he had traveled. That's because although this world is similar to the previous world, some things are still different. I originally wanted to be a copyist, but I only memorized a rough idea of good things and couldn't write them down at all. Helpless, I had to come out to deliver takeout. Hello. I'm here to get my takeout. While Xinghe was pondering, a lovely female voice sounded from behind him. Oh, here. I'm sorry, the security guard won't let me in and I have no choice. Quickly turning around and delivering the takeout, Xinghe apologized. Hee, it's okay, it's not your fault either. The girl shook her head and said nonchalantly. Xinghe only then saw the other person's appearance clearly. This is a sweet and lovely looking girl. Thank you, Mississippi. Give me a good review. Xinghe, who had come to his senses, quickly said. Okay, don't worry. The girl nodded and left carrying her takeout. Ding. Congratulations to the host for encountering extraordinary humans, the Demon Fruit System has been activated. Just as Xinghe was about to leave, a mechanical sound suddenly came to his mind. Devil Fruit System. Are you the awakening golden finger? And that girl just now is not an ordinary person. Upon hearing the sound, Xinghe was momentarily taken aback, followed by excitement. Traverse has golden fingers, novels never deceive me. Great system, what are your abilities? After calming down, Xinghe began to inquire about the system's capabilities. This system can absorb energy and generate demon fruits. A systematic answer came to mind. Devil Fruit. Is it the Devil Fruit from the One Piece King? Is it really fake? If you have obtained the top-level Devil Fruit ability, that would be great. I just don't know what world I am in right now. If it were an exaggerated world, such as the Dragon Ball world, Devil Fruit doesn't seem to be a big deal. The host is right, it is the Devil Fruit in the Pirate King. As long as enough chi is absorbed, the host can extract demon fruits. The Devil Fruit Lottery is divided into Black Iron Lottery, Bronze Lottery, Silver Lottery, Gold Lottery, Diamond Lottery, and Legendary Lottery. 80% of the Black Iron Lottery randomly selects one low-level demon fruit, and 20% randomly selects one intermediate demon fruit. 60% of the Bronze Lottery randomly selects one low-level demon fruit, 35% randomly selects one intermediate demon fruit, and 5% randomly selects one high-level demon fruit. 30% of the Silver Lottery randomly selects a low-level demon fruit, 45% randomly selects an intermediate demon fruit, 20% randomly selects a high-level demon fruit, and 5% randomly selects a top-level demon fruit. 30% of the Gold Lottery randomly selects an intermediate demon fruit, 50% randomly selects an advanced demon fruit, 15% randomly selects a top-level demon fruit, and 5% randomly selects a god-level demon fruit. 30% of the Diamond Lottery randomly selects a high-level demon fruit, 55% randomly selects a top-level demon fruit, and 15% randomly selects a god-level demon fruit. Legend has it that in a lottery, one high-level demon fruit is randomly selected for 10%, one top-level fruit is randomly selected for 60%, and one god-level demon fruit is randomly selected for 30%. Is it Qi Yun value? How do you get Qi Yun value? Looking at the top demon fruit in the Diamond Lottery, Xinghe was almost crying and quickly asked the system how to obtain Qi points. As long as the host comes into contact with people who possess Qi and deepens their relationship with them, they can obtain Qi value. Generally, the stronger a person's strength, the higher their luck value. Of course, it's not absolute either. Some people may have lower strength at the beginning, but their luck is quite high, and they will eventually become stronger. This kind of person is commonly referred to as the protagonist. I see, how much luck do I have now? Xinghe nodded and then asked again. The system has a property panel function, please check it by yourself. Upon hearing Xinghe's inquiry, the system provided an answer. Do you still have this feature? That's great. The system opens my property panel. Upon hearing that the system also had a property panel function, Xinghe was very happy and quickly asked the system to open his own properties. Just as he finished speaking, Xinghe felt a flash in front of him, and a property panel appeared in front of him. Host. Xinghe age. 20 years old height. 176 centimeters lifetime. 2076, strength. 8, average for ordinary people is 10, agility. 7, average for ordinary people is 10, spirit. 18, average for ordinary people is 10, physical fitness. 8, average for ordinary people is 10, realm. None skill. None devil fruit. None item. None Qi Yun value. 50 influence. None character introduction. An ordinary person. Is this my attribute? It's too bad, except for my mental state, everything else is not up to standard. Seeing his own attributes, Xinghe shook his head and didn't expect his attributes to be so poor. Hey! The Qi value is 50, is this my inherent Qi or was it just absorbed by the system? Seeing the Qi value, Xinghe was a bit puzzled. Ding! Contact the extraordinary human Lu Linglong and gain 50 points of Qi points. This is the prompt from the system just now. Xinghe was too excited to see it because he had awakened the system. So it's like this is the Qi value obtained from interacting with that girl just now. However, does the name Lu Linglong seem a bit familiar? Xinghe nodded, this is the energy value just absorbed by the system. It's just that the name Lu Linglong sounds a bit familiar to me, but I can't remember it for a moment. By the way, isn't Lu Linglong a character in a world under one person? I've traveled to a world under one person. Suddenly, Xinghe remembered the name Lu Linglong, a character from an anime he had watched in his original world. This world is not simple, there are extraordinary human beings like aliens. The so-called alien is a superhuman who has awakened chi, also known as a superpower. I actually traveled here and awakened the demon fruit system. With the help of the demon fruit system, there is nothing to be afraid of in this world. However, for now, let's focus on improving our own luck first. He hasn't obtained a single demonic fruit yet, let's talk about it for a while. Chapter 2. Zhang Chulan, Cat Fruit. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After delivering takeout all day, Xinghe finally returned to his rental house. This is the house he rents for 500 yuan per month, which is very close to his school. As for why it's so cheap, it's because this is a city village and the houses are also very dilapidated. After resting all night, Xinghe dragged his tired body to the entrance of the university. This is the university he attended for 2 years, Nanbu University. Usually, he feels that the name of this university is a bit funny and familiar. Now, isn't this the university that Zhang Chulan attended? But he has never heard of Zhang Chulan's name, and there is no legend of the Guangtong Xia here. Has Zhang Chulan not come here to school yet? If I could get to know Zhang Chulan, would I still be worried about not getting enough luck? Zhang Chulan is the protagonist, her luck is definitely not low. With this in mind, Xinghe decided to inquire and see if there was any news about Zhang Chulan. I really came up with this inquiry. Originally, Zhang Chulan was just a freshman this year, and there is still over a year before the plot begins. No wonder he hasn't heard of the legend of the Guangxia, that thing hasn't happened yet. After some thought, Xinghe decided to go and see the other party first. After inquiring about Zhang Chulan's class, Xinghe specifically came here to find him after class. Zhang Chulan, someone is looking for you. At this moment, Zhang Chulan was sleeping in her class when she suddenly heard someone calling her name and raised her head in a daze. Who is it? Who is looking for me? Oh my, get up quickly. He's a second-grade senior and said he's looking for you. Seeing Zhang Chulan's appearance, the person said again. Who the hell is it? I don't seem to have many acquaintances, do I? Zhang Chulan walked out of the classroom with a puzzled expression on her face. Are you looking for me? As she walked out of the classroom, Zhang Chulan saw a man of her own age standing at the door, looking at her. Hello, my name is Xinghe. You may not know me, but I know you. The person standing at the door is naturally Xinghe. When Zhang Chulan approached him, the sound of the system rang. Ding! Congratulations to the host for encountering the Son of Destiny and obtaining 200 points of Chi Luck. Shoo! With a Chi Luck value of 200 points, it's truly the Son of Fate. This is just a recent encounter. If the relationship deepens, how about it? Thinking of this, Xinghe's face showed a smile. Oh, what are you asking me for? I can tell you, I'm a poor person, there's nothing to lie about. Zhang Chulan looked cautiously at Xinghe. This guy won't have any conspiracy, will he? How do you stare at yourself and keep smiling? It's not his fault, who wouldn't doubt a stranger looking for him? And this person is still staring at himself and laughing non-stop. Cough cough, I know. Your grandfather's name is Zhang Xilin, and your father's name is Zhang Yuda, right? Xinghe coughed awkwardly before speaking. How do you know about me? Who the hell are you? Upon hearing Xinghe mention the names of his grandfather and father, Zhang Chulan became even more suspicious. Cough, don't be so nervous. I have no ill intentions towards you. Do you want to know how your grandfather died? Seeing Zhang Chulan's excited expression, Xinghe calmed him down and then said something that made Zhang Chulan very excited. Do you know how my grandfather died? Is it true or false? You won't lie to me, will you? Zhang Chulan has always been very concerned about her grandfather's death. Don't be so excited, I do know about this, but this is not the place to talk. Seeing Zhang Chulan so excited, Xinghe quickly said. That Zhang Chulan also knew that this was not the place to speak, so she quickly looked at Xinghe. Okay, here's my address. When you come over tonight, I'll tell you everything. Xinghe thought for a moment and gave his address to Zhang Chulan before leaving. Grandpa, no matter who it is, I will definitely make them pay the price. Looking at Xinghe's back, Zhang Chulan's face turned heavy. After separating from Zhang Chulan, Xinghe couldn't wait to return to his rental house. He didn't have any classes in the afternoon, so it didn't have any impact. Hahaha, Zhang Chulan is really amazing. He just gave him 100 chi points in person. If he goes any further, he will develop. After returning to the rental house, Xinghe couldn't hold his head and his face was excited. This is 200 chi luck values. It's enough to draw 2 black iron draws for oneself. Although the black iron lottery can only draw low-level and intermediate demon fruits. But for myself as an ordinary person, it is already remarkable. By the way, can I only eat 1 devil fruit? Suddenly, Xinghe remembered an important thing. That's the devil's fruit, it seems like one person can only eat 1. Ding! Don't worry, as the host of this system, you are naturally unique. As long as you want, you can eat all the devil fruits. Of course, if the host wants to give the demon fruit to others, it is also possible, but they can only eat 1. Quickly, the system provided an answer. Great! In that case, there's no need to worry, the system will have 2 black iron lottery draws. Xinghe was naturally very happy, so he didn't have to worry. Open the black iron lottery twice, consume 200 points of chi luck. Is the host sure? Confirm. Ding. Congratulations to the host for obtaining an animal-type cat fruit in the form of a leopard. Squirrel fruit in the shape of a hamster. As a black light flashed, 2 fruits with strange patterns appeared in Xinghe's hands. Is this the devil fruit? Cat fruit leopard form, isn't this Luke's devil fruit? I didn't expect to draw this fruit. Looking at one of the demon fruits in his hand, Xinghe was stunned for a moment. He didn't expect to draw this fruit. Cat fruit and leopard form are considered intermediate demon fruits in the system. After all, leopards are also considered large carnivores, and as for the other hamster fruit, it can only be considered a low-level fruit. Chapter 3. Alien Level. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. By the way, I heard that the taste of devil's fruit is very unpleasant, isn't it true? Xinghe, who was about to bite the demon fruit, suddenly remembered that the taste of the demon fruit seemed particularly unpleasant, so he asked the system. That's true, but the products produced by this system are all high-quality, and the system has eliminated the shortcomings of devil fruit, so its taste is not unpleasant. The system's answer satisfied Xinghe very much, truly worthy of the system. It's just considerate. Without hesitation, Xinghe took a bite directly. Not to mention, the taste was pretty good. When Xinghe finished eating the devil fruit, a strange feeling suddenly appeared. Xinghe only felt a strange energy, transforming his body, and he also learned the ability to change 2 forms. Quickly open the attribute list to view your own attributes. Host. Xinghe age. 20 years old height. 176 centimeters lifetime. 2086 strength. 24, average for ordinary people is 10, agility. 21, average for ordinary people is 10, spirit. 18, average for ordinary people is 10, physical fitness. 24, average for ordinary people is 10, realm. None skill. None devil's fruit. Animal cat fruit leopard form, beast form, human animal form, item. 1 hamster fruit chi yun value. 50 influence. None character introduction. The cheetah person who has eaten the fruit of a cat is as powerful as a third-rate top-level, second-rate low-level, outsider. Good guy, except for the spirit, all other attributes have tripled, that's really great. However, what are the top-tier third-rate aliens? Do aliens still have different levels? And what does the second-rate junior level mean? Looking at his attributes, Li Xinghe was very satisfied, but the level of that third-rate outsider, as well as the level of the second-rate beginner, caught his attention. Ding! Of course, there are different levels for different people. Otherwise, how could there be a distinction between high and low strength? As for the second and junior level, it is the strength of the host after transforming into a human animal form. I see, how are the levels of aliens divided? Li Xinghe asked again. The levels of different people are not entering, third rate, second rate, first class, super first class, top notch, peerless, annihilating the country, and annihilating the world. Good guy, this is the second to last level. But it's reasonable, after all, I'm an ordinary person and just ate the devil's fruit. It's not bad to reach this level. And as long as I continue to maintain good relationships with the protagonists and gain more luck, isn't my strength rapidly improving? At first, Li Xinghe felt that he was too low, but then he realized that he had never practiced before. Just eating a demonic fruit, it reaches the top level of third-tier strength in normal state, and after transformation, it also has second-tier and junior level strength, which is already very good. Moreover, I still have a system in place, and my future strength improvement will not be the same as riding a rocket. Thinking of this, Li Xinghe became even more excited about Zhang Chulan's arrival. But since you have the devil fruit ability, how can you justify your curiosity without experimenting? Sinking down, Li Xinghe began to control the peculiar energy in his body, and in an instant, his whole body began to swell. In just a few seconds, it transformed into a leopard-shaped human body. What a powerful force! The body attributes have at least doubled, and the body has become so high. This is at least 2.8 meters. Feeling the power of his body, Li Xinghe couldn't help but sigh. However, this height is a bit scary, after all, this is not a pirate world, it can easily be several meters tall. After restoring his humanoid form, Li Xinghe sat on the sofa. It was still early at night, so he took a break first. This time, Li Xinghe fell asleep, and by the time he woke up, it was already 7 o'clock in the evening. Just as he was about to get up and cook, his door suddenly rang. Li Xinghe thought it was Zhang Chulan, the kid, so he gave up cooking directly. Walking to the door and opening it, it was indeed Zhang Chulan. Do you really know the cause of my grandfather's death? Seeing Li Xinghe, Zhang Chulan asked again. Let's come in and talk about it. This matter is not that simple, it can be explained. Li Xinghe opened his body sideways and asked Zhang Chulan to come first, then closed the door. Sit down. Pointing to the sofa, Li Xinghe sat on a nearby chair. So, let's talk about your grandfather first. After seeing Zhang Chulan sit down, Li Xinghe spoke up. Your grandfather's real name is Zhang Huai. He was originally a disciple of the Longhu Mountain Heavenly Master's mansion and is currently the junior brother of the Longhu Mountain Heavenly Master Zhang Jiwei. When I was young, I became sworn brothers with some disciples of prestigious sects and all sex demons as the 36 righteous, and I also understood the origin and development of one of the 8 wonderful skills, the Qi body. He was the main culprit causing the Jiashan rebellion, and his charge at the time was colluding with all sex demons. The reason was that he formed the 36 Thieves with other disciples of famous sections. Then he was chased by various outsiders until 11 years ago, when your grandfather was surrounded by numerous experts and hit the Tang sect's Dan Yen. However, he still killed all the experts. Finally, he knew that his life was not long, so he entrusted a woman named Feng Baobao to end his life. Quickly, Li Xinghe explained the cause of Zhang Chulan's grandfather's death. Surprisingly, it's like this. So, the enemy who killed my grandfather is already dead. Upon hearing such a result, Zhang Chulan's face was taken aback. I didn't expect that the culprit who killed my grandfather had already died. As for Feng Baobao, it was also to make his grandfather's death less painful. So, he no longer has any so-called enemies. That's right. But don't let your guard down. Even if there are no enemies, those people will still keep bothering you for the sake of the qi source flow. Li Xinghe nodded and then told the other party to be careful. Hehe, you should also be a stranger, right? Aren't you interested in the origin and flow of qi bodies? Zhang Chulan suddenly looked at Li Xinghe and said seriously. Hehe, I can also be considered a stranger, but I'm not interested in the origin and flow of qi. As for why I came to you, it's because I appreciate you and want to cooperate with you. Li Xinghe shook his head. He is a systematic person, and how could the mere source of qi and body make him tempted? His most important thing now is to establish good relationships with these protagonists and gain qi points. Chapter 4. Recruiting Zhang Chulan. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Seeing Li Xinghe with a sincere expression on his face, it didn't seem like he was lying, and the other party also told him the cause of his grandfather's death. Zhang Chulan stopped doubting anything and nodded, saying thank you. Hehe, you're welcome. How about that? Do you want to cooperate with me? Li Xinghe's smile was even greater as he received a message from the system. Ding! Congratulations on the relationship between the host and Zhang Chulan becoming an ordinary friend, with a reward of 3,000 qi points. This is 3,000 qi luck values. You can directly draw a silver lottery yourself, and there are also 2 bronze lottery draws. This is just becoming an ordinary friend with Zhang Chulan. If we continue, even if it's a golden lottery, it's not a problem. Collaboration. What do you want to do? Zhang Chulan did not directly agree. After all, he doesn't even know what Li Xinghe wants to do. Well, it's actually nothing. The world is too dangerous, and I want to form a strong organization to fight against those who pose a threat to me. And you, Zhang Chulan, with the source of qi and body, are also the target of those guys in the alien world. So why don't we unite? If it's strong enough, who else dares to deal with us? Li Xinghe looked at him and said sincerely. Fighting against the alien world. Why? Is it just the 2 of us? Isn't this an ant shaking a tree? Zhang Chulan looked incredulous. Can he not know his own strength? And Li Xinghe doesn't look like a master either. What if there is this? Knowing that Zhang Chulan doesn't believe in himself, Li Xinghe can only show a portion of his trumps. I first drew 5 black iron draws and received 3 intermediate devil fruits and 2 low-level devil fruits. The 3 intermediate demon fruits are dog fruit in the form of a black wolf, bird fruit in the form of an eagle, and super powerful kilogram fruit. As for the low-level demon fruit, they are the mouse-shaped fruit and the bean-shaped fruit, both of which are not very powerful. As for what Li Xinghe brought out, it was the ability of bird fruit and eagle form. This is the legendary demon fruit. Seeing what was in Li Xinghe's hand, Zhang Chulan suddenly exclaimed in surprise. There is a manga about One Piece in this world, so Zhang Chulan naturally knows about the devil fruit. That's right. This is the bird fruit eagle form. As long as you eat it, you can obtain the ability to become an eagle. Seeing that Zhang Chulan knew each other, Li Xinghe nodded and said with a proud expression on his face. Puhaha. I'm sorry, I can't help it anymore. Are you crazy, right? You're returning devil's fruit. You thought this was the Pirate King. Upon hearing Li Xinghe's proud voice, Zhang Chulan burst out laughing. The One Piece is just a manga, and the devil fruit is just something from the manga. Is this Li Xinghe suffering from delusions and even bringing out a demonic fruit, trying to laugh him to death and inherit his loan? Have you laughed enough? I'm not joking with you. Li Xinghe looked at Zhang Chulan with a speechless expression on his face. Does this guy treat himself as a secondary disease patient? Sorry, I tried my best not to laugh. Looking at Li Xinghe's serious expression, Zhang Chulan could only suppress her laughter and signal Li Xinghe to continue. Humph. That's enough of you. Since you don't believe it, I'll let you see it. If you don't provide evidence, the other party won't believe it. Li Xinghe transformed directly into a leopard-shaped figure of 2.8 meters, which immediately made Zhang Chulan's mouth grow larger. You. How's it going? Do you believe it? Looking at Zhang Chulan's appearance, Li Xinghe thought he believed him and proudly said. However, Zhang Chulan's next sentence almost made him lie on the ground. You're a monster. Fool. This is the devil fruit ability. I'm eating the animal type cat fruit leopard form. Li Xinghe couldn't help but slap Zhang Chulan on the head. Ouch. It hurts so much. You guy, should you exert so much force? Zhang Chulan, covering her head, looked at Li Xinghe with a resentful expression on her face. Humph. Who made you not believe it? I'm the real devil's fruit. Li Xinghe didn't want to talk to him, so he let out a cold snort and turned to the side. Cough cough, okay, it's not that I don't believe it. It's just that this thing is too outrageous. How could something like devil's fruit appear in reality? Zhang Chulan scratched her head and said that even now he still doesn't believe it. If that's the case, then let's try it out and find someone to eat it, won't you know? Li Xinghe saw that he was still a bit skeptical, so he spoke directly. Okay. But who are we looking for? We can't just find anyone to eat, can we? Zhang Chulan has also become interested, but he doesn't want to eat anything unclear. What if there are any side effects? Well, why don't we first find someone with a good and reliable relationship, bring them into our organization, and let them eat? It's better to be an ordinary person. Do you have any candidates? Li Xinghe nodded and looked at Zhang Chulan. Well, I got it. There's a buddy in my dormitory who has a good relationship with me. He's a bit of a middle school sophomore. If we let him try it out, we can definitely do it. Zhang Chulan thought for a moment and thought of someone. Okay, then call him over. But don't tell him about this beforehand, let him know when he comes. Li Xinghe nodded and then said. Understood, of course this kind of thing needs to be kept confidential, and even if we tell the truth, I'm afraid others won't want to believe it. Zhang Chulan naturally knew what to do. Then he made a phone call, and soon a man dressed like Pirate King Lilo arrived. Is this Luo? Looking at the other person's appearance, Li Xinghe pulled out the corner of his mouth. Hee, don't take it amiss, brotherly. He just likes cosplay. Zhang Chulan is also a bit speechless. How could this guy still wear this outfit? Lao Zhang, what's up with you calling me over here? I still have to come here to talk. Seeing Zhang Chulan, the other party walked over directly and patted her shoulder, saying. Cough cough, Lao Yang, of course there's something important to attend to. Listen later, don't be scared. By the way, this is Li Xinghe and Li Gu, the senior brother of our school's sophomore year. With a cough, Zhang Chulan patted off the other person's hand and then pointed to Li Xinghe beside him, introducing him to them. Chapter 5. Zhang Chulan's roommate. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Oh, hello Li, my name is Yang Jian. Jian is a swordsman's sword, not Yang Jian from the list of gods. Yang Jian naturally also saw Li Xinghe and quickly reached out his hand to introduce himself. Hello, Yang Jian, isn't it? Calling you over is actually a big deal. I heard you really like superpowers, right? Li Xinghe got straight to the point. Yeah. I have always believed that there are superpowers in this world. Unfortunately, I have never encountered them. Upon hearing Li Xinghe's words, Yang Jian nodded and said somewhat regretfully. That's easy to handle. What do you think this is? Li Xinghe nodded and then took out the eagle fruit from behind. Damn it. This is devil's fruit. It looks so lifelike. Where did you buy it from? I've been wanting to buy it. Seeing the demon fruit in Li Shui and Li Xinghe's hand, Yang Jian was very excited and kept circling around Li Xinghe. Stop. Li Xinghe grabbed the other person and made him quiet. This is not a model. This is the real demon fruit. As long as you eat it, you can obtain superpowers. Seeing the other party quiet down, Li Xinghe continued. Puhaha. No way. Li Gu, your acting skills are really good. Watching Li Xinghe's serious appearance, Yang Jian suddenly laughed. It seems that he still doesn't believe this is the true devil's fruit. Li Xinghe looked at Zhang Chulan beside him and gestured for him to prove it. Although Zhang Chulan is not a demon fruit ability person, he knows the golden light curse and thunder technique, both of which are superpowers. The other party should be able to believe them. Cut, there's no way. Zhang Chulan shook her head and had to extend her hand. Pop pop pop. Zzz. I saw his right hand emitting a faint electric current in an instant, looking very handsome. Ah. This is the power of lightning. Zhang Chulan, you have superpowers. Seeing Zhang Chulan's lightning technique, Yang Jian immediately jumped up and down in excitement. Alright. Be quiet, we called you here and wanted to ask you, do you want to become a superpower? Li Xinghe quickly grabbed him and made him quiet. Me. I do. Of course I do. I am so willing. Brotherly, hurry up and give me superpowers. Upon hearing Li Xinghe's words, Yang Jian became even more excited and held his hand, constantly pleading. Cough. Release it, I don't like men. Quickly breaking free from the other person's hands, Li Xinghe looked disgusted. Ah. I don't like men either. But that's a superpower. Yang Jian was stunned for a moment, then became excited again. Alright, I got it. As long as you eat this demon fruit, you can obtain superpowers. Do you want to eat it? Seeing Yang Jian's appearance, Li Xinghe quickly got to the point. Really? Is this really the devil's fruit? Yang Jian looked at Li Xinghe with a skeptical expression on his face. It's not that he doesn't believe it, it's really unbelievable. That's the devil's fruit. Things in anime. That's right. Do you want to eat it? If not, I'll give it to someone else. Seeing so much nonsense from him, Li Xinghe pretended to reclaim the devil's fruit. Yes. Yang Jian quickly snatched the demon fruit from Li Xinghe's hand. By the way, what kind of ability is this? After grabbing the devil's fruit, Yang Jian looked at Li Xinghe and asked again. Animal birds, bird fruits, eagle-shaped. Li Xinghe said directly. Is it an eagle? Do you have any other abilities? Upon hearing that it was only the ability of animal species, Yang Jian's face was somewhat disappointed. Yes. Hamster-shaped, mouse-shaped, and black wolf-shaped, as well as bean-shaped and kilogram-shaped fruits. Which one do you want? Li Xinghe took out 5 more demon fruits and said. Well, let's stick to the eagle form. Looking at the remaining 5 demon fruits, Yang Jian quickly chose eagle fruit. Just kidding, what's the rest of it? Without hesitation, Yang Jian directly ate the eagle fruit. How are you? Lao Yang, do you feel anything? Seeing him eat the eagle fruit, Zhang Chulan quickly ran over to examine him and asked. Well, it doesn't seem like there's much to feel, isn't this demon fruit fake? Yang Jian touched his head and said somewhat strangely. It shouldn't be. Li Gu, what did you say? Zhang Chulan looked at Li Xinghe as if asking, what's going on? Don't worry. Please feel the strange power inside your body carefully. Li Xinghe didn't pay attention to Zhang Chulan, but instead looked at Yang Jian. Wow. There really seems to be a force in my body, I can control it. After listening to Li Xinghe's words, Yang Jian quickly sank his mind, carefully felt his body, and finally discovered a strange ability. Bang! Suddenly, Yang Jian's arm turned into huge wings, almost slapping Zhang Chulan to the side. "Oh, I'm going." "Lao Yang, you're too sudden, you scared me." Patting her chest, Zhang Chulan said to Yang Jian in a sullen tone. "Ah, I'm sorry, I just gained the ability and haven't gotten used to it yet." Yang Jian quickly apologized, then manipulated his power and turned into a huge eagle. "Ha ha ha. I succeeded. Did Lao Zhang see it? I really turned into an eagle." Yang Jian, who had successfully transformed, immediately flapped his wings excitedly and blew Li Xinghe's room into chaos. "Enough. You guy, stop quickly. You've messed up my house." Looking at his messy room, Li Xinghe quickly shouted. "Ah. I'm sorry, I'm just too happy." The eagle quickly quieted down and said with a hint of embarrassment. "Cough. That old Yang, can you change back first before we talk?" Zhang Chulan patted his wings and said. "Hee, okay." Upon hearing Zhang Chulan's words, Yang Jian quickly changed back to his original appearance. "Alright, Zhang Chulan, have you decided yet? Do you want to cooperate with me?" Seeing that Zhang Chulan had already believed in the devil's fruit, Li Xinghe said again. "Well, Li Gu, although your demon fruits are real, they seem a bit weak, right?" Zhang Chulan is still a bit hesitant. Although the devil fruit is real, just a few animal and spicy chicken superpowers are not enough to watch, right? Although I don't know the strength of other aliens in the alien world. However, even oneself can still defeat the Yang sword that transforms into an eagle. Chapter 6. Ancient Tyrannosaurus Rex Form. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I know what you mean. Although I only have these few demon fruits for now, I will gain more and stronger abilities in the future. As long as we cooperate, the alien world is nothing more than that. Don't you want to become stronger? How about the natural thunder fruit? If you join, then you will be the thunder god of our organization. Seeing Zhang Chulan hesitating, Li Xinghe quickly said. Collaboration. What kind of collaboration? Lao Zhang, Li Gu, can I join? Yang Jian suddenly spoke on the side. Hee, of course, you have already eaten my demonic fruit and are your own person. Even if you don't want to add others, it's not enough. Li Xinghe looked at Yang Jian and smiled, saying. Great. Lao Zhang, why are you hesitating? Of course we have to join this kind of good thing. Yang Jian was very happy and patted Zhang Chulan's shoulder to urge her. Alright then. I joined. Hee, I didn't join just because of the thunderbolt fruit. Zhang Chulan was also tempted. If she had the ability to obtain the thunder fruit, wouldn't she have developed herself? Hee, really? In that case, then let's forget about the thunderbolt fruit. Looking at Zhang Chulan's appearance, Li Xinghe gave a wicked smile and said. Don't. Li Gu, I'm joking. The thunderbolt fruit is so suitable for me. Others can't unleash its power. Upon hearing these words, Zhang Chulan quickly and attentively pounded Li Xinghe's back. Well, in that case, the thunderbolt fruit will be good for you, but not now. But after I obtain the thunder fruit. Seeing Zhang Chulan like this, Li Xinghe stopped teasing him. Hee, that's of course. Zhang Chulan chuckled twice and spoke up. By the way, brotherly, what is the name of our organization? Yang Jian suddenly asked from the side. Is that name? We haven't figured it out yet. Li Xinghe was taken aback for a moment. Their organization has just been established, so there's no such thing as a name. Since we will all be demon fruit powerhouses in the future, why not call it the Demon Alliance? Yang Jian casually said. Devil's League. Why does this name sound like an evil organization? No. Before Li Xinghe could speak, Zhang Chulan beside him denied it. The name Devil's Alliance really has a bit of a villainous vibe. What's that called? The Superpowers Association. Forget it. Your ability to name is really poor. Ah. Lao Zhang, what's wrong with the name I gave you? Is the Association of Superpowers still good? What do you call it? The two of them were about to argue as they spoke. Alright, you two, why are you still arguing? It's just a name. What's there to care about? Li Xinghe quickly interrupted the two of them. Isn't there a wholeness in the alien realm? Why don't we just call it Suixin? Whether it's right or wrong depends on our own will. Li Xinghe thought for a moment and spoke up. As you please. Okay. That's just the name. I agree too. Zhang Chulan and Yang Jian both agreed to this name. Okay, then let's call it Suixin. You two should go back first. If there are suitable candidates, you can bring them into our organization. Li Xinghe nodded and directly confirmed the name. Although Li Xinghe asked the two to go back and pay attention to suitable candidates around him. After the two of them left, Li Xinghe eagerly opened the system. Hehe, the silver lottery, I'm here. As Li Xinghe clicked the lottery button, a silver light flashed and a strange fruit appeared in Li Xinghe's hand. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining one animal form of the ancient species of Tyrannosaurus rex. Animal lineage ancient species of Tyrannosaurus rex form. Tyrannosaurus rex is relatively powerful even in advanced fruits. I didn't expect my luck to be quite good. I suddenly drew a powerful fruit. Upon hearing the introduction of the system, Li Xinghe was very happy. This is the fruit of Tyrannosaurus rex, which is much stronger than the cheetah. By the way, the system has two types of animal fruits, which seems a bit awkward. When I transform, won't it become strange? Just as he was about to eat the fruit of Tyrannosaurus rex, Li Xinghe had another strange idea. If you eat several fruits of animal species at the same time, will they transform into something different? If he becomes particularly ugly, Li Xinghe refuses. Ding! The host doesn't have to worry, the abilities of the animal lineage won't affect each other, and the host can take out the fruits they eat and regenerate them with only 100 points of energy. Well, that's good. Just take out the demon fruit from my body, I don't have any luck now. Li Xinghe nodded and let go of his worries. As for taking out the cheetah fruit, we also need to spend our chi value. His chi value has just been depleted, so let's wait until later. After some thought, Li Xinghe directly ate the fruit of Tyrannosaurus rex. In an instant, a stronger energy appeared in Li Xinghe's body than when he ate the cheetah fruit, constantly transforming his body. 1 minute later, Li Xinghe felt that the renovation had been completed, so he opened his own attribute panel. Host. Li Xinghe age. 20 years old height. 186 centimeters lifetime. 2096, strength. 200, average for ordinary people is 10, agility. 108, average for the average person is 10, spirit. 23, average for ordinary people is 10, physical fitness. 186, average for ordinary people is 10, realm. None skill. None devil fruit. Animal type cat fruit leopard form, beast form, human animal form, animal type ancient dragon fruit Tyrannosaurus rex form, beast form, human animal form, items. Hamster fruit, mouse fruit, black wolf fruit, bean fruit, kg of fruit chi yun value. 550 influence. Suixin, 3 members, character introduction. A person with the ability to eat cheetah fruit and Tyrannosaurus rex fruit is comparable in strength to a first class low level, first class top level, outsider. Hahaha, truly in the form of a Tyrannosaurus rex. This attribute is too strong. Its strength alone has reached 20 times that of an ordinary person. My height has also increased significantly. If this continues, I won't become as tall as people in the world of One Piece, will I? Looking at his current attributes, Li Xinghe is very satisfied. Undoubtedly, it is a top-notch hegemon in ancient times, and its power is extremely terrifying. Just as soon as I ate it, I had 20 times the strength of an ordinary human. If development continues, it will definitely become even more powerful. Chapter 7. For Newcomers. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. A few days passed in a flash, and Li Xinghe spent his time attending classes and delivering takeout. Damn it! I am a powerful Tyrannosaurus Rex fruit expert, and now I even have to deliver takeout. It seems like I need to find a way to make money. Looking at the takeout in his hand, Li Xinghe felt a bit helpless. Although you are capable, you still need to eat. In today's rule of law society, one cannot do anything illegal, can they? I don't know how Zhang Chulan and his team have developed. Have they attracted anyone? After delivering the takeout, Li Xinghe returned to school. As soon as I entered the school gate, I saw Zhang Chulan and Yang Jian walking over with a few people. Li Gu. Where have you been? We've been looking for you for half a day. Yang Jian came up and said excitedly. I went out to do something. What are you guys doing? Li Xinghe wouldn't say that he went to deliver takeout, which would be too embarrassing. Li Gu, this is the person who wants to join us, you see. Seeing Li Xinghe's puzzled expression, Zhang Chulan quickly explained. Oh, come with me then. This is not the place to talk. Li Xinghe suddenly realized and quickly said. Everyone naturally had no objections and followed Li Xinghe to his rental house. Alright, let's introduce everything. Entering the room, Li Xinghe then looked at Zhang Chulan and asked him to introduce him. Li Gu, they are all from our dormitory and have a good relationship. If they don't want to join, I'll bring them along. This is Li Feng, this is Wang Hua, and there are also Zhang Xian and Gu Chengyu. Zhang Chulan naturally followed suit and introduced them one by one. Well, Zhang Chulan and the others, have they all told you? Li Xinghe nodded and then looked at a few people. Having said it, both Lao Zhang and Lao Yang have said that we truly want to join Suixin. That's right. It's really cool to become a superpower. Yeah. I've always dreamed of becoming a superpower. You speak and I speak, which makes me very excited. This is also an impossible thing, that's a capable person. Which teenager doesn't have such a dream? Okay. In that case, you are just casual people. However, let's first say that joining the casual team cannot do anything illegal or disorderly, and there are no other requirements. Nodding, Li Xinghe didn't forget to give them a few words. Don't worry, Brother Li, we know. That's right. We are all law-abiding young people. That's right. If anyone dares to break the rules, we won't let them go either. A few people naturally guaranteed it consecutively. Great. In that case, you guys can choose for yourselves. Nodding, Li Xinghe placed 5 demon fruits in front of several people. Then I introduced them to the ability of 5 fruits. Is that all you have? The mouse fruit is too much, isn't it? Brother Li, do you have any stronger abilities? Upon hearing Li Xinghe's introduction, several people hesitated. It's not their fault. Among the 5 fruits, only the black wolf fruit and the kilogram fruit are better. What kind of ghosts are hamster fruit, mouse fruit, and bean fruit? Cough cough, you can rest assured that this is only temporary. After all, you just joined, how could it be possible to give you powerful abilities as soon as you arrived? But rest assured, once you have made contributions to Suixin, I can replace the fruits for you. Li Xinghe naturally knew what they meant and spoke up. Ah! Can we still replace the fruit? Is it really fake? Before the 4 of them could speak, Yang Jian rushed over from the side. Although eagle fruit is a good ability, who wouldn't want a stronger ability? That's right. I can take out the fruits from your body again, of course, this requires energy consumption, so only when you contribute will I replace them for you. Li Xinghe nodded. Great. Then I must change to a more powerful ability in the future. Upon hearing that Li Xinghe could indeed replace the fruits for them, Yang Jian was immediately excited. Ding! Congratulations to the host, you have reached a friendship with Yang Jian and gained 360 chi points. Li Xinghe was taken aback when he heard the sound of the system. Does Yang Jian also have chi value? Isn't he an ordinary person? Ding! Yang Jian has joined the host's organization and is no longer an ordinary person. His fate has changed, so he has gained chi luck. So it's like this. That's really great. So, in the future, these few people can also provide their own luck value. Upon hearing the system's explanation, Li Xinghe was overjoyed. In this way, there is another way to obtain one's own chi luck value in the future. Li Gu, you said that if you contribute to the organization, you can exchange abilities. I don't know what contribution to the organization is. While Li Xinghe was happy, Gu Chengyu beside him spoke up. Your name is Gu Chengyu, right? Upon hearing Gu Chengyu's words, Li Xinghe turned his gaze to him. Yes, brother Li, my name is Gu Chengyu. Gu Chengyu quickly agreed. Well, there are various contributions, such as recruiting suitable members, providing funding to the organization, and helping members, all of which count. Li Xinghe nodded and explained to everyone. Later, he wrote a set of rules for exchanging contribution points for demon fruits. Low-level demon fruits generally do not require contribution points. Then there are intermediate demon fruits, such as black wolf fruit and cheetah fruit, which require 100 contribution points. Advanced demon fruits, such as velociraptors, saber-toothed tigers, and powerful superpowers, contribute 1,000 points. Top-tier demon fruit, both ordinary beast species and ordinary nature series, requires 10,000 contribution points. As for divine-level demon fruits, top-level nature series, top-level mythical beast species, and top-level superpower series, they are not something that can be obtained through contribution points. One way to obtain contribution value is through money. Contribution value is exchanged proportionally, 1 to 10,000. That is to say, 10,000 yuan is exchanged for some contribution value. The second is the method of recruiting members. Recruiting an ordinary person is a small contribution. Recruiting a non-mainstream outsider is a 5-point contribution. A third-rate outsider earns 10 points, a second-rate outsider earns 50 points, a first-class outsider earns 200 points, and a super first-class outsider can earn 1,000 points. As for those above the top tier, it is probably impossible to join, so I haven't written about it. The third thing is to help the members of the organization, which depends on Li Xinghe's mood. Chapter 8. Gu Family and Gu Chengyu. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. How is it? Do you understand? After explaining the rules, Li Xinghe looked at everyone. I understand, but how is that alien level divided? We can't tell either. Yeah. We don't look at that alien level. Although they understand the rules, they are just ordinary people who have no understanding of the level of outsiders, let alone discern them. Well, naturally I have to look at it. Like Zhang Chulan, he's just a second-rate outsider. Li Xinghe naturally knew this and pointed to Zhang Chulan next to him, saying, Oh, brother Li, you have such a good eye that you can even see this. Zhang Chulan looked at Li Xinghe in surprise. He is indeed a second-rate outsider, but he has not exerted all his strength in front of Li Xinghe. How did he see it? Alright, don't be surprised. This is my special ability. Have you decided which fruit to choose now? Ignoring Zhang Chulan's gaze, Li Xinghe looked at the four people. I want that black wolf fruit, the werewolf is actually quite handsome. Li Feng, who is tall and thick, first said. That kilogram fruit is good, I'll take that one. Zhang Chulan chose kilograms of fruit. Ah, there are also hamsters, mice, and bean fruits. Let me choose mice. Hamsters and bean fruits are really rubbish. Wang Hua, who was small in stature, chose mouse fruit. Li Xinghe didn't hesitate and threw the 3 fruits directly to the 3 people. Ding! Congratulations to the host, Wang Hua, Zhang Chulan, and Li Feng, for becoming ordinary friends and gaining 1180 points of chi luck. Good guy. These 3 also have good luck. Not bad. You can draw another silver lottery. Li Xinghe was naturally very happy when he obtained his chi luck. Now it's only you left. Do you wait until you have other abilities in the future to choose, or do you want hamsters or bean fruits? Li Xinghe looked towards Gu Chengyu at the end. I want to exchange money for contribution value. Gu Chengyu shook his head, he didn't want the bean fruit. Contribution value is not cheap. How much do you want to exchange? Upon hearing Gu Chengyu's words, Li Xinghe paused for a moment and then looked at him seriously. I'll go. Old Gu, you're still a wealthy second generation, isn't it difficult? Hidden too deep, right? It's so hard for us to keep it a secret. Others also turned to Gu Chengyu. Exchanging contribution value is not cheap, even if it's a little, it still costs 10,000 yuan. Hee, actually my dad is Gu Tiancheng, the chairman of the Gu Group, and I didn't mean to hide it. Gu Chengyu shook his head and then recounted his own story. Originally, Gu Chengyu was the chairman of the Gu Group, also the youngest son of Gu Tiancheng. The Gu family is actually an outsider family, although not as famous as the top 10, their influence is not small. Gu Tiancheng is a top-notch expert, and his sons are also of good strength. The strongest eldest son has already reached the top level. Gu Chengyu is an exception, as he has no talent for cultivation, so he cannot become an outsider. Gu Tiancheng doesn't attach much importance to him, that's why Gu Chengyu is so low-key. Hush. Gu's group. That's a big group with a market value of billions. Lao Gu is really a super rich second generation. Damn it, envy, jealousy, hate. Wang Hua and others looked at Gu Chengyu with envy on their faces. In fact, it's not just them, Li Xinghe is also very envious, but he needs to remain calm and not let people see it. Cough, okay then. How much do you want to exchange? With a cough, Li Xinghe finally spoke up. Well, 1,000 points. I want stronger fruits. Gu Chengyu thought for a moment and spoke up. 1,000 points. Isn't that 10 million? Lao Gu, you're too rich, right? Good guy. He truly deserves to be the young master of the Gu Group. If only I had that much money too. Gu Chengyu's words once again made everyone exclaim in surprise. Okay. No problem. Here is my bank card number. Just transfer the money here. Li Xinghe didn't give him a time to return, so he agreed directly. Ding. Account received 10 million yuan. The remaining balance is 1,012,533 yuan. Soon, Li Xinghe received a huge sum of 10 million yuan, which made him very happy. There's no need to go deliver takeout now. Li Gu, when can I get my demon fruit? Seeing that Li Xinghe had received the money, Gu Chengyu quickly asked. Oh, don't worry, let me take a look. Upon hearing Gu Chengyu's words, Li Xinghe pretended to be thinking and actually went to contact the system. System, I want a lottery, a silver lottery. Ding. Congratulations to the host for opening the silver lottery, consuming 2,000 points of chi and obtaining the animal-type ancient dragon fruit Velociraptor form. The lottery is over. A fruit with a strange pattern appeared in the hands of Li Xinghe. This fruit is an ancient animal species, with the dragon fruit in the form of a velociraptor. Do you want to exchange this fruit or wait for it? Or you can specify what kind of ability you want, and when I get it later, I'll hand it over to you. Pretending to pull it out from behind, Xinghe handed the Velociraptor fruit to the other person. This is the demon fruit of ancient times. Velociraptor. Okay. I'll take it. I don't know when I can get the designated demon fruit, but Gu Qingyu can't wait that long. Besides, if you have the fruit you want in the future, just buy it with money. I believe that by then, I will have more say in the Gu family. Isn't money a simple matter? Great. In that case, then I'll leave this fruit of the raptor to you. Xinghe nodded and threw the Velociraptor fruit to the opponent. Ding! Congratulations to the host and Gu Qingyu for becoming ordinary friends and gaining 500 points of chi luck. Alright, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and eat. Are you still waiting for the devil fruit to hatch? Seeing several people tightly holding onto the devil's fruit and refusing to eat, Yang Jian rolled his eyes and said. A few people snapped out of their senses upon hearing these words and took a bite. It's so delicious. Is this really the devil's fruit? Yeah. It's really delicious. Isn't devil's fruit said to be very unpleasant? What's going on here? After eating the devil's fruit, several people looked surprised and turned their eyes to Xinghe. Chapter 9. Velociraptor Form. You are listening at novelfull.audio. According to legend, the devil's fruit is very unpleasant to eat. Even people like Luffy who can eat very unpleasant food find it unpleasant, not to mention others. But the devil's fruit they ate was not only not unpleasant, but also very delicious. How can this not make them doubt it? Alright, don't worry, what you're eating is devil's fruit, but I've just removed its side effects. Not only has the taste improved, but there is also no weakness for fear of seawater. Xinghe naturally knew their thoughts and quickly explained them. So it's like this. I said I didn't feel uncomfortable back then. Yang Jian beside him suddenly realized that he had only been excited last time and had not even noticed the taste of the devil's fruit. Not afraid of seawater. Is it really fake? If it's true, then it's amazing. Yeah. The devil's fruit that's not afraid of seawater. It's unbelievable. Several people ignored Yang Jian's words and instead looked at Xinghe with excitement on their faces. It is widely recognized in the pirate world that those with demon fruit abilities are afraid of seawater. I didn't expect Li Gu to be able to eliminate this weakness. Is he a fairy? Ah. I feel it. A strange energy. My body is getting stronger. Me too. What a powerful force. I also feel it. Being amazed by the magic of Xinghe, several people suddenly felt their bodies getting stronger and shouted excitedly. Don't be so excited. Try to control this power, and you will soon be able to master the devil fruit ability. Looking at the excited group, Xinghe shook his head and then began teaching them how to use the devil fruit ability. Quickly, the four of them mastered their demon fruit abilities. Hurry up. Lao Gu, let's take a look. How strong is the demon fruit ability that was planted in ancient times? Seeing that several people had already mastered the ability of devil fruit, Yang Jian quickly ran to Gu Qingyu and exclaimed excitedly. He is just an expert in the ordinary animal lineage and wants to see the difference between ancient species and ordinary animal lineages. Others are also full of curiosity, as ancient species are also very rare. Okay. I'll transform now. Gu Qingyu nodded and quickly activated his abilities. In an instant, he transformed into a 3-meter-long, 2-meter-tall Velociraptor. The fierce aura of ancient times rushed towards us, making everyone except for Zhang Chulan and Xinghe scared to the point of swallowing saliva. Unconsciously, others also used the devil fruit ability to resist this fierce momentum. How powerful! It's truly the ability of an ancient species. We ordinary people from the animal kingdom can't compare it at all. Yeah. It's really scary. This should also be very powerful among ancient species, right? I envy you so much. If only I had grown it in ancient times. The mouse fruit is really weak. Looking at Gu Qingyu's appearance, several people couldn't help but marvel. Alright, you guys should all come back, my house has been messed up by you. Looking at the rented house occupied by a group of animals, Li Xinghe's mouth twitched. The place he rented is too small, and these guys have transformed into huge bodies, almost occupying his house. It seems like we need to find a new place, at least it needs to be much larger. After all, their organization will definitely have more people in the future. Upon hearing Li Xinghe's words, everyone nodded and turned back into people. So let's leave it at that for today. I have something else to attend to. Please take note of my phone number so that you won't be able to find me in the future. Li Xinghe gave his phone number to a few people and sent them away. As for himself, now that he has money, he wants to find a big house that can also serve as a place for their casual gatherings in the future. Do whatever you say, and soon Li Xinghe came to a real estate company. That's it. It looks good, do you know if there's a suitable place? Looking at the luxurious sales office here, Li Xinghe walked straight in. Hello sir, may I ask if you need anything? As soon as I entered the door, a sales lady walked over. Oh, I want to buy a house in a larger area, preferably one with fewer people. It doesn't matter if it's a bit remote. I wonder if you have one here. Li Xinghe thought for a moment and said it directly. Is it a bigger house? I don't know how big you're talking about, probably. The sales lady was taken aback for a moment before asking. Well, the bigger the better. Li Xinghe said directly. Then I'll find it for you. The sales lady nodded and went to check the computer. Before long, she walked over. Sir, we happen to have a suitable house here, but I'm not sure if it suits your needs. As she spoke, the sales lady handed over her phone, which contained the information about the house she had mentioned. This is also a two-story villa that has already left the suburbs of the 5th Ring Road, with a large courtyard and few people around, which really meets Li Xinghe's requirements. However, the price is quite cheap, and overall it is only over 8 million yuan. Li Xinghe is very satisfied, and now they are not afraid even if they organize too many people. That's it here. I'll take it. Escaping the bank card, Li Xinghe bought this place directly. Okay. I'll go and process the contract for you right away. Upon hearing Li Xinghe's words, the sales lady was overjoyed and quickly ran to handle the contract. Soon, the formalities were completed, and the property ownership certificate and keys were handed over to Li Xinghe. After buying the house, Li Xinghe bought another car, but it didn't cost much, only a few 100,000 yuan. Driving, Li Xinghe finally arrived at his newly purchased villa. Except for being relatively remote, everything else is quite good. This is my new home, come here when you come to see me in the future. I sent Zhang Chulan and the others the location of my new house, and Li Xinghe also sent a voice message. Oh! What a great villa! Li Gu, you've made a fortune this time. I envy you so much. Zhang Chulan was the first to reply to the message, and from his tone, one could tell how envious he was now. This will become a base for you to live freely in the future. If you want to live here, just come and do it. Li Xinghe smiled and replied to the message. Chapter 10. First Hearts and Completeness. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zoom do fake do then I won't be polite. Zhang Chulan excitedly said. It's not Zhang Chulan's personality to have advantages and not take advantage of them. Of course it's true. You're our second in command now. Isn't it normal to live at the base? Li Xinghe replied again. Allowing Zhang Chulan to stay here is also a way to enhance the relationship. Bring me the Qi Yun value quickly. Ha ha ha. Okay. I'll be right over. It's just about time for vacation. I also want to experience the taste of owning a villa. As Zhang Chulan finished speaking, the sound of the system echoed in Li Xinghe's ear again. Ding! Reached a friendship with Zhang Chulan and gained 4,000 points of chi luck. That's great. There's still over 400 points left, so we can start the gold lottery. We need to continue working hard. Upon hearing the sound of the system, Li Xinghe was very happy. There were still more than 500 points left before he could start the gold lottery. That's a golden lottery, and at the worst, it's just an ordinary beast species. If you have the ability to draw advanced natural sciences, then you have developed it. There is no dominance in this world. I wonder if Qi can defeat those with elemental abilities. This is something worth thinking about. The next day, Zhang Chulan indeed moved over. Anyway, it was Li Xinghe who invited him. Why didn't he come? Wow! Brotherly, this place is really nice. The place is big and clean, it cost a lot of money, right? As soon as she entered the villa, Zhang Chulan praised its beauty. Well, it's okay. It cost over 8 million yuan. By the way, you're also our second in command now. You can take care of this money. Li Xinghe nodded and then threw a bank card to Zhang Chulan. There are 100,000 yuan in the card, which is enough for Zhang Chulan to spend. Hee. Brother Li is so atmospheric. Then I won't be polite. Seizing the bank card, Zhang Chulan's face suddenly became seductive. He has been poor for over a decade and has never seen so much money before. Don't be so unfamiliar with the world. In the future, we will definitely grow stronger and stronger as we please. Money is just a small matter, strength is the most important. When you have nothing to do, you should continue practicing. We will definitely encounter many powerful opponents in the future. Seeing his appearance, Li Xinghe said angrily. Ah, I know now, so you can rest assured. Zhang Chulan did not refute and nodded repeatedly. Seeing him like this, Li Xinghe has nothing to say. Grandpa. That grandson called. Grandpa. That grandson called. Just as the two were chatting, Zhang Chulan's phone rang. Hello. Lao Yang, what's up? Seeing a phone call, Zhang Chulan quickly answered the call. Lao Zhang is not doing well. Today is our vacation, and we came out to recruit people. Unexpectedly, we met someone who is all-inclusive. We got into a fight with each other. Come over and help us quickly. Just as I answered the phone, there came the anxious voice of Yang Jian. What? What's going on with you guys? Just recruit someone. Why did they even start fighting? Zhang Chulan was taken aback and quickly inquired about the situation. I don't have time to talk, you come over first. Let's talk about it later. We're in an abandoned factory on West Street. Yang Jian didn't explain to him and hung up the phone as soon as he finished speaking. It's really inexplicable. Why did you suddenly get involved with someone? What is all about sex? Li, do you know? Zhang Chulan looked puzzled and asked Li Xinghe a question. Chuanqing is an alien organization, a millennium-old cult founded by Yang Zhu, one of the 100 schools of thought during the Warring States period. It emphasizes the importance of preserving the authenticity of Chuanqing and not accumulating it with material possessions. In fact, Yang Zhu's philosophy at that time was no one harms a single penny, but today it has become an evil sect that is committed everywhere and hated by everyone. Joining does not require any conditions, as long as you claim to be a full member. Generally, there is only a substitute leader who has no actual binding force on the whole nature. Although they can give orders, they will be killed if their actions fail. The official leader must be approved by all members. Although the whole nature is heinous, it has never been eradicated from ancient times to the present day. The reason is that wholeness, as an external enemy, can unite various forces. Without wholeness, conflicts between various forces will be exposed. Seeing that Zhang Chulan was not clear about the comprehensiveness, Xinghe explained it to him. So it's like this. That would be troublesome. Yang Jian and his team won't be in trouble, will they? Upon hearing Xinghe's words, Zhang Chulan became anxious. Yang Jian and his companions are his good friends, and those people from all over the world are evil sections. Yang Jian and his companions won't die, will they? Don't worry, they should just be ordinary members of the whole team. They won't be fine. If it were a versatile expert, Yang Jian and his team would have no chance to call for help. If it were just an ordinary member, Gu Qingyu's current strength would be enough to handle it. However, despite that, Xinghe and his team still need to go and take a look. After all, who knows if something unexpected will happen. Driving with Zhang Chulan, the two of them rushed all the way and quickly arrived at the position mentioned by Yang Jian. That's it. We've been here before. Looking at the abandoned factory ahead, Zhang Chulan quickly said. The two got off the car and walked towards the factory. Before I could enter, I heard the sound of fighting inside. The fight was very intense. It seems that there were quite a few people on the other side. The two exchanged a glance, jumped over the wall, and landed inside the factory. Apart from Yang Jian and a few others, there are also more than 10 people in the factory. Most of the dozen or so people are third-rate outsiders, with only 4 being second-rate outsiders. These people are besieging Yang Jian and the 5 others. Gu Qingyu transformed into a swift and fierce dragon, possessing second-rate and advanced abilities. He was dealing with several second-rate and low-level aliens. Yang Jian and his team have also transformed, comparable to second-rate low-level aliens. They can handle more than 10 third-rate aliens well. Stop it all. Xinghe shouted loudly. Attracted everyone's attention. What kind of person are you? Seeing Xinghe and Zhang Chulan, a second-rate and intermediate-level outsider from each other said. It seems that he is the leader of this group of people. Li Gu, Lao Zhang. You guys are here. Yang Jian and his team were very happy to see the two of them.